Hey, Marianne here, the Crotchety Clogger. Thank you guys for joining me today. Today is the 20th of June. Is it the first day of spring? I mean, summer. You wouldn't be able to tell it around here because it's been raining now for 2 days straight. It's supposed to rain for at least 3 more days. I mean, high percentages of rain. So I think our high temperatures are in the mid-70s. So it's quite pleasant, just quite dreary and rainy. We always have to keep a check on our basement. It tends to flood a little bit. But we got one of them. We don't have a sump pump. I wish we did. But it doesn't happen enough to really warrant it. We got a dry vac, wet dry vac thing, that shop vac kind of wet dry. Okay, enough babble. The reason I came on today, and even though it's June the 20th, 2023 today, it may be tomorrow before this gets uploaded. You know, uploading videos takes a long time. People don't realize even just a 5-minute video can take up to, for me, can take up to an hour just to upload. And that's not talking about, you know, actually doing it and getting ready for it. Okay, enough babble, right? I can't talk. Sorry. I'm in a chatty mood. What can I say? So anyway, I am here because I have an acquisition, okay? I know. I don't need any more bags, project bags, or whatever kind of bag you want to call them. I use them for all kinds of things. But they are primarily project bags, whether they're filled with yarny projects or beady projects. Mr. C asked me the other day, what are you doing with so many bags? And believe it or not, some of them are actually folded inside another bag, which I have a bag that holds my bags that aren't in use. And I have big project bags that hold scraps of yarn. It's too bad they're not free to hold big projects, because then you find some big projects in huge, like, shopping bags, right? Hey, a bag is a bag is a bag. I've bought myself a bag. And it just arrived today. So let's open it up, okay? Of course, I know what I've ordered. This is from Jane Wynn Designs on Etsy. I will leave her Etsy link down below. I'll also leave her YouTube channel down below. If you don't know Jane, her YouTube channel is called Scraptastic Yarns, I believe. I will link that down below too. Jane's lovely. She's just acquired a new home and has just moved in and is getting all settled, I assume. But yeah, Jane makes things and she puts them in her Etsy shop. And here is my bag. Now I'm gonna go ahead and look, isn't that nice? I love it. Love that bag. Look at the corners with the pretty flat roses, purple roses. Isn't that pretty? I won't show you the other side because it's got the packing shipping label on there. Okay, so now I have to unearth some scissors. Just a moment. Okay. Scissors. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, and I did want to tell you while I open this. Many times, like a lot of us that do on Etsy, we'll show you what we've acquired to do our projects. And Jane does that as well. When she acquires fabrics and stuff, she'll show them on her channel. And when she showed this fabric, I was enamored by it. It brought back memories of my mom. And when I saw it, I was like, I have to have this. So, FYI, in case you didn't know, if you have ever done any shopping on Etsy, you know that when you heart when you click the little heart, buy a shop on Etsy. In your Etsy feed, it will show you this shop that you favorited has just added new items. So I'm very, very happy that I favorited Jane Wynn's designs years ago, because I would have never known that. You know, I saw when she acquired the fabric on her YouTube channel, but okay, I missed that it was going in the shop until I saw it, that it was in the shop on Etsy. I'm like, gotta have it. And hey, it's a wash. You know why? Because I sold 2 row counters last week. So, I'm just gonna pretend it's a wash because I don't really need it. But I want you to see this bag. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it. This fabric. I just love this fabric. Oh, I got some tea too. Wait. Oh, Jane, thanks. Little freebies. Little freebies. Look. Oh, it's an angel. Oh, I love the card, Jane. It's got her, I can't say a thing. It's her email, her Etsy shop, which I will link below. And look at this cute little stitch marker. Little angel. Is that not nice? Thank you. And some tea and a packing slip or invoice. And some twinings or twinings. How do you pronounce it? Cold brewed. Oh, cold brewed iced tea. Oh, thanks. This is cool. Sweet. I will definitely use this. I drink cold tea much more than I drink warm tea. Thank you. Because I love berries. I made me a blueberry and a strawberry smoothie yesterday. Okay, so let me show you what I just love. I just love this fabric. And yes, it reminds me of my mom. It is vintage simplicity pattern fabric. And you guys may have seen this before. But I just love this. I mean, like going through my mom's sewing machine when I had to clean the house out, right? You know, and finding vintage patterns in the sewing machine and remembering the things that she sewed me. And she used to do, like for Mother's Day, sew a gown for her and a gown for me, and we'd be twinsies, right? You know? But I just loved this pattern. And look at this lining, is lovely. It's very heavy duty. Yes, it has a lining. It's quite lovely. It's matchy-matchy. Nice, pretty understated print that matches quite lovely with the black drawstring. Y'all, this is a heavy-duty bag. Quite nice. Thank you. And then Jane has her with the little kitty cat on there. Whoops, wait a minute. Has her label inside. I just love this fabric. I'm so glad I caught that it was in her shop. And thank you, Jane. Thank you. Look at these. Oh, I just like these caped. I don't know what they're really called. Like skirt capes. Remember those? Oh, just so elegant, right? I wouldn't have the gumption to dress like that again today. Of course, I don't have the figure, but I don't know. I guess I have a very appreciative sense. Even though I don't show it, trust me, I used to have to show it. My mom would make me dress up and dress nice, but I got so sick of it, I would rather be comfortable. But I do very much appreciate beautiful fashion. Oh, and this is a very mod one. Remember these? These short mini dresses or mini skirts right there. Remember those? I just love it. Sorry. Yeah, my mom gave me a very much of appreciation for fashion, and that's how I grew up working in her store, ladies apparel store. And of course, it was after this era, but oh gosh, what era was it? 70s, 80s, 70s and 80s. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, thank you. You guys check Jane out, Scraptastic Yarns and Jane Wynn Designs on Etsy. Thank you, Jane. And the other thing I wanted to show you is, y'all, you're going to see me in the same t-shirt. Not because I did multiple videos in one day, but because now that I am in my summer hiatus, kind of from work, I'm only working one day a week. When I'm around the house, I'm usually going around in my house dress. I wear LuLaRoe dresses as house dresses or skirts. That's what I wear around the house for comfort. It's the jeans, or the jean, what are these called? Clam diggers, denim clam diggers, and a t-shirt when I go out or do a video. And I'm too lazy to have too much laundry, so since I've only worn this t-shirt out, like, I would say a total of 2 hours thus far, even though it's been over the course of a couple of days. That's why you see me in the same thing. Okay. My friend Wanda, my local friend Wanda, she requested, she wanted a granny square summer top. I guess we're going to make it. Anyway, she said, Marianne, can you make me a summer top out of little squares? And I showed her what I thought a granny square, and she said, yeah. Okay, so I took it upon myself, because I was kind of thinking about it, and she showed me a purse that she bought. Now, guys, you've seen all the makes out there on the racks. I know there's a bit of controversy over it, and I'm right there with you. Crocheted items that are being sold by big department stores for next to nothing. But she bought a few things and showed them to me, and kind of wanted to match them up with the top. So I'm going to give it to her for her birthday. But trying to remember, where did I find this recipe or pattern? And I cannot remember. Okay. For a rectangle granny square. So that's what I went to look up. And I'm so sorry I didn't make note of where I found that. But that's the first thing I did. Well, let me show you what I'm making it out of. How's that? Let's do it in order. So I'm making this out of the Sugar Wheel Cotton Solids, available at used to be available at Hobby Lobby. It's the Yarn Bee brand from Hobby Lobby. Sugar Wheel Cotton Solids. I bought several on clearance. I love, it's a 3-weight, beautifully soft cotton. Not a 4-weight, a 3-weight, a DK, right? And for us here in the southeastern states, this is a little more tolerable in our warmer temperatures. But so I'm making it out of, and if you didn't know, it's 100% cotton. It's 335 yards. It is a 3 lightweight, 306 meters, 142 grams, 5 ounces. Do you want to know hook and needle and all that good stuff? Knitting needles US 6 4mm, crochet hook US 7 or 4.5mm. But yeah, I just love this. Black is called Inkjet. This is what I'm going to be using for bordering and sewing. Also using this same, all of it's the same. Excuse the way it looks. Coming out the bottom and the top. Oh, the top is coming out from the bottom. This one's called Velvet Violet. And I gotta say, it does feel like velvet, y'all. And we're using, now I took all the colors I had to show her what I had, and she picked out what she wanted. This one is a beautiful blue called Cascade. I mean, it's, there you go. It's blowing out when I put it close to the light there. And the, this is called, what is this called? Tell me. Mint Tea. Mint Tea, a pretty green. There we go. That's about it. And lastly, this one is called Mustard Seed. Mustard Seed. Beautiful golden yellow. Golden yellow, yeah. Yeah. And so those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors that we're using. And yes, like I said, rectangle. Wish I'd known. But anyway, yeah, you basically what you do is you in a rectangle granny, if you haven't done one, you do a certain number of chains, and then you know, and then it just kind of goes just like a square would. Same thing what you do in the corners as you would a square, but you're going to work down a chain as opposed to working in a loop or a circle from the center chain out instead of with a square loop out, right? So there's the rectangle, there's the little square, excuse all the little ends, of course that hadn't happened. So there's one color combo, right? And then here's another color combo, and this one I've already bordered. And I'm going to border them all in that sense, and I'm going to kind of go 3 different ways with 3 different color combos and just see how that works before I get too far, right? Because you kind of have to, for me, when I'm doing something just off the cuff like this, which I don't do very often, but when somebody requests something, I would rather just, you know, it would take me longer to find a pattern that would suit what she's asking as opposed to just figuring it out. It can't be that hard. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I can have some delusions of grandeur, but I hope I can do this. But basically what I kind of mapped it out, and I figured out, I measured her. I did a whole bunch of, we you know, sat together and I measured. She measured showed me how long she wanted it from the neckline. I figured out how wide we needed to be, you know, from under the arm and so on and so forth. So I kind of wrote out all the measurements, but I also mapped them out. And I'm planning on like using the rectangle parts. So here's our underarm across the front and back. So ever how many it takes me to reach, I think it was 17 inches wide for one panel. You know, I keep thinking that's gonna be too big. I want to measure her again. I don't know. She's thin. Somehow I think 17 is going to be too wide across. Anyway, but that's kind of what I'm doing. And then like from under the arm, the rectangles going long ways, right? And then here, little squares, the little squares like I showed you. Now for the straps, I'm not sure. I'll have to take, I know that for the straps, I was hoping I could do like little squares like that, but they're too big. They're like probably slightly over 3 inches now with the border. But I guess I could go down to 2-color square, right? And just do 2 colors, border it. That would be better. See what I'm saying? So you kind of just, I mean, it's kind of fun just to sort of play as you go, you know. So there would be the width basically of a 2-color. So I'll have to figure it out, but in a way, that's what's fun, just kind of playing around with it, right? So I will show you more, or I'll show you when I finish it up, or when I get it finished up, and I hope she likes it, but yeah. And this WIP bag came from Dory. Did It. And Miguel, I know there's lots of us out there that love to go thrifting, and Dory is one of those, including me. It's been a while though since I've been out thrifting. But anyway, she was so kind. She found this is the what's the name of this company? Oh guys, if I look in here long enough, I'll find it. There it is. Vera Bradley. I can never remember it when I want to say it. But in this not, I mean, I know, you know, she was like, oh yeah, well, it's not in that good a shape, but looks fine to me. It's my colors, and it works for a project bag, right? So yeah, thank you, Dory. I thank you again. It's got little pockets on the inside for your hook, for your pen, you know, all kinds of stuff. All right, I'll shut up now. I do have a finished object, but excuse me, for the bod contest, and I'm going to wait until she releases the slideshow, and then I'll do a video probably next week or something on that. Okay, so in the meantime, thank you, Jane. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Reminds me of Mama. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Hey, don't forget to leave me a thumb. Please. Thumb. Thank you. Bye.